What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Mad Adventures. So if you've seen my previous video, you've seen that my guppy just gave birth to about 10 guppy fry. Now, I know a lot of you probably don't have brine shrimp that you can use or live food that you can use for your guppy fry. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can make an amazing fish food, an amazing nutritious fish food for your fry, any fry actually, not just guppy fry, but how you can make a nutritious food for your fry using food that you already have at home. Alright, let's do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Mad Advent. I was about to say Mad.
So the first thing that I'm going to use is granules. These are tetra granules, and I don't know, let me get a close up here. Can you focus it on that?
There you go.
There's the close up, they're tetra granules, but if you can notice, these things are way too big. It's really bright, but they're way too big for the guppy fry to eat. Alright, you can see there. Alright, so what we're going to do is place a couple of these, I don't know, probably, I'm just going to pour some here. Just like that. And I've placed them onto this white dish, right? Now the next step is really cool. Alrighty, so the next step is to get some of these small sandwich bags. I'm just going to be using 1 foot today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get all these granules into one corner of the dish, and you're going to see why. This is actually a plate, so I'm going to be calling it a plate from now on. Alright, so now they're all in a corner. I'm going to put the sandwich bag onto the plate, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a hammer and gently start to crush. Put this back and forth, gently start to crush these granules that we just placed, right? Because obviously the granules are too big for the little fry to eat, so we're going to be making this into a powder. Alright, so this is the first step. You guys can already see there. I mean, let me get a normal granule for you. Where are those granules? So there you can see a normal granule size, and here we have this powder-like substance that is the fry are gonna be able to eat. So I'm gonna do this for a couple of minutes more, make it into a really fine powder, and then we're gonna move on to our next step. Alright guys, so there you can see the powdered substance right there, the powdered granules, and there is a normal size granule. You can see the size difference between that and that. Let's move on to our next step. One more thing before we move on to our next step. The reason I placed the plastic bag on top of the granules and then use the hammer to crush on top is so that the granules don't stick to this metal, and that we also don't get this metal on the granules. I don't know, this hammer's kind of old, so if I was to grind up the granules with this hammer, I just fear like some of this nasty stuff would be getting on. So we're using a clean bag, putting it there, and then crushing the granules on. Alright, the next step is, it's very similar to the first step, but we're just going to be using tetra flakes this time. Alright, so we use tetra granules, now we're just going to be using tetra flakes. It's a very similar step. We're just going to take a pinch of tetra flakes and place them onto the plate. And then all we're going to do is take our plastic bag, where is it? There it is. We're going to take our plastic bag, place it on there, and then repeat the same step. Now the tetra flakes are going to take a bit more time because they're a bit softer, but you can see after about 10 seconds here, just get it close up there. You can see even after about 10 seconds we have places where it's already super fine, and that powder is able, the fry are able to eat that powder. So let's keep it up, and I'm going to skip to where all this is grinded into a powder.
1, 2, 3. Whoa!
And there we go, guys. You can see this powdery substance. It took me about 2 minutes to grind. There's a normal size flake, which the guppy fry would never be able to eat. And there is the powdery substance. Alrighty guys, let's move on to our final step, the third step. All we're going to be using is an egg. Alright, we're going to be boiling this egg. If you don't know how to boil an egg, I'll show you now. Alrighty guys, and once your egg is pretty much peeled, what we're going to be going for is this egg yolk in the center. Alright, so the egg yolk should actually be quite hard by now after 10 minutes of boiling. So that's what we're going to be taking out the egg, place it to the side. Let's get some more here. Alrighty guys, so now you've made egg yolk, and all you're going to do is, once you have your egg yolk, get a little bowl, put it in the bowl. I'm going to get some more here, and I'm going to show you how you can actually feed it to the fish right now. But yeah, there's our egg yolk, and what you want to do with this is you want to refrigerate it, alright? Don't leave this out. I'm going to get my flake and granules powder here, and what I'm going to do is place it in this bowl as well. And you can put both the flakes and the granules in the same bowl. It makes a nice little mix of nutrition for the baby fry. Alrighty guys, so I've placed my powder mix in this. Like I said, you can mix both the granules and the flakes together. And you don't have to refrigerate the flakes and powder, but please refrigerate the egg yolk so that it doesn't go off and you don't destroy your fish. Right, and all you're gonna do when you wanna feed them is get a spoon, take out a little bit of powder. All you need is a tiny little bit, like that, and dump it in the tank. I'm gonna go dump it now. And how you're gonna feed the egg yolk is get a little cup. Here's my little Spider-Man cup. And all I'm gonna do is take a tiny little bit of egg yolk. All right, let me focus in on that. Can you guys see how little that is? I'm gonna place it into the cup, and then I'm gonna get some tank water and put it in the cup, and I'm gonna mix it up until all the egg yolk is dissolved. Sorry, not dissolved, until it's all, I don't know what the word is. Blended. Until it's all in the water, I guess. There's no big clumps, and then all you're gonna do is pour this water into the tank, and it's gonna spread. You don't want to overfeed on egg yolk because this stuff is super messy. So just place a little bit.
In water?
No, it's not in water. Well, I guess I can show you guys. So I've just mixed this for about 40 seconds here, but you can see there's still some big clumps at the bottom. If you don't feel like mixing it to the point where all those clumps are dissolved in, just get a syringe or even get a spoon and just take it out like that, and you can see in the spoon there's tiny little fragments of egg yolk, and those are full of protein. Can you see it on camera? It's tiny little fragments, tiny little powder substance of egg yolk in that water, and the baby fry are absolutely gonna love that. So let's go feed them some powdered mix and see what happens. Alrighty guys, there's my tiny little mount. I'm gonna place it on there, put it in, and you guys can see at the top here how tiny little particles those are. And obviously the parents are gonna eat most of it, but you can see if you got a little bit of flow, that's gonna flow down. I probably overfed, but I fed a bit too much for the point of you guys being able to see how it can float down. And then what's gonna happen is, let's see if we can get oh, the shrimp is absolutely loving it. The shrimp down there is going crazy. Where's the fry? There's a fry back there. I think, yeah, they're going crazy. Can you guys, I don't know if you guys can see them swimming around and going mental for that food, but they're loving it. There we go. There's a bit of a better shot. You can see those guys are just trying to follow there. That guy at top just ate. You guys can see they are loving this food. And the fry, there's a guy at the back actually. The fry are gonna smell this and they're gonna, there we go. He's trying to eat a bit of a bigger granule for his mouth. But you guys can see they love this stuff. And they're gonna smell the egg yolk, they're gonna smell the flakes, they're gonna smell the granules, and they're gonna go crazy for this stuff. You guys can see they're coming out from hiding and just really enjoying it. One more thing, guys, if you don't have a filter that pushes the flakes down, just go ahead and put that spoon in there and mix it up and push it down so that the fry can get some food before the parents destroy it all. Cool guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to Mad Adventures, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video if it helped you out, and enjoy the fish keeping process. The new videos are going to be coming out regularly, so yeah, if you enjoy it, stick around for the ride, stick around for the adventure. And I'm going to be posting updates about how the baby fry are doing and all the fun things that are going on. So thank you so much for watching how to make awesome nutritious food for your fish. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.